Hey, welcome back to J&V Rock Hounding. I'm Jay.
I'm B.
Yeah, I've done, this is take 2.
Guess you forgot to say I'm Jay and I'm B. I am not a whiner. You know what?
I'm going to do a little experiment here.
I want to do an experiment for how I'm going to hurt him.
She can try.
I've got food on the stove.
Anyways, I'm going to get the acid out here. I'll just turn this around and show you this stuff. And yeah, it's not going to be a long video. It's going to be probably done tomorrow, but we're going to the Agate Creek tomorrow. But anyways, yeah, let me turn this around. Okay, so I've got some of these corals. These are coral. This goes over here. This is Somerville stuff. I just wanted to try a piece that I think is not going to be a good cabin piece. You know, it's got good agate banding in it, but this is one of the pieces that's kind of softer. And I don't know, I just want to experiment on a piece of this and see if all this other stuff goes away and just leaves the agate part. I don't know, I just wanted to try it, because the whole purpose of this was I was going to, you know, I don't know how many of you saw the little video I did, the short on this agate. Yeah, it's a pretty agate. There's one piece of it, one half. Here's the other half. It's already polished, but there's calcite right there, and I wanted to get that out of there. You guys haven't seen this one, but this one's got calcite too. This is a big chunk. It's got quartz on one side and calcite on the other. But yeah, this is a really pretty one. So I wanted to do this one real quick too. Yeah, and there's calcite down inside the middle of that geo pocket with the quartz. And I just want to open that up, and maybe there's more quartz on this side too. So there's that one. And then I'm sure you guys have seen this one too, because I did a short on this one not too long ago, or a reel or something. You know, I think that's all calcite right there. So I'm going to melt that stuff out. And you know, this coral, this piece was already broke open. Okay, we're all impressed. Anyways, so this piece was all broken open, and so it's not really going to be a good candidate to cut. You know, I guess I could cut it, but it's already broke open. So I thought, let's try to put this in acid and maybe do away with the coral part, see if that goes away and it just leaves the agate. You know, I don't know. Let's give it a shot and see what happens with that one. I picked out a couple pieces that was in the box. You know, this one, it's so light, I don't think this one is pretty much going to go away, I think. This one's pretty light, but it feels like there might be some agate in there. And so, you know, I just want to see if, you know, same with this. This one feels a little bit heavier. It almost feels like this might be all agate right here, but there's, you know, it's just ugly, and it's not really a cutter per se. That would be nearly impossible to cut because the way it's shaped. So I just want to try to melt that out and see what happens. So I'm going to, also, I just want to kind of show people that it's not hard to do this with, you know, the acid and stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set this stuff down inside there, and then I'm going to pour some acid in there. So hold on. Okay, it's going to be straight acid. Some people recommend diluting it with water, but I want to just do straight acid. So I put these in there, and you see that there's definitely calcite in that big one, and something's fizzing, whatever down below. It's probably that one It's all the way at the bottom. The one that had calcite, the one Kentucky agate, for sure had calcite in it. But let me zoom so you can see. That's definitely calcite in that big one there. I really don't see any reaction with the coral or that Somerville stuff. I think everything is coming straight from the Kentucky agates. So I'm going to let that sit probably overnight. I might come out and check it before I go to bed, but we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. All right, I'm going to toss in a piece of this Kentucky stuff. It's just a little piece. I just want to see if there's any reaction whatsoever with this. Let's just see. Hold on a minute. All right. Oh yeah, that thing freaking goes crazy. Let's see what happens with that. Huh. I might have to do some more of those. I'm finishing up a second video.
He's killing me. I'm trying to go to bed and he keeps hollering at me.
So I finished this acid bath for the few things that I did. I think I'm going to take some other stuff out there, and I might do a follow-up on that stuff later. But I did some corals. I did a couple Kentucky agates that needed some calcite taken out of them. I'll turn this camera around and show you the results. You know, man, you've seen what everything looked like before because I showed it to you, but now you're going to get to see how much difference it was in, what was it, not even 12 hours? Or not even, well, maybe.
I have no idea.
Maybe it was close to 24 hours, I don't know. It didn't need to be though, because they was pretty much done this morning. Okay, here we go. Let's start with this coral. So this one right here, you can definitely see it took some stuff off of it, but it still has some on it. Maybe it needs to sit longer, but you can see this is pretty much all chalcedony. It's just nothing but this whole structure, this whole thing is pretty much nothing but agate. And you know, it's not something you can cut to make it look okay and usable. So I decided to do that. And this one's pretty much all chalcedony too, agate. There's still a little bit of the coral on the outside of it. It didn't really take much off. So these two didn't do jack to really. I guess it exposed a little bit more of the chalcedony right there, but didn't really seem to do much to the rest of it. It's not fragile or anything. And I put a couple pieces of Kentucky stuff in there, and it I don't know what it melted away, but it melted some stuff away on some of it, and it's really showing the chalcedony in this stuff a lot better. At least on them two pieces. This piece, maybe not so much. Same with that one. And this piece was it was same stuff, but it was more of a piece of geode. So I knew most of this right here was like quartz, but it still has a little bit of that pinkish reddish chalcedony stuff on it. And then I put in a piece of this Somerville lace. I mean, it kind of brings out the banding better. You can see it better. Maybe it's because it's still moist, but it really didn't take much of anything else away from it. So none of that stuff surrounding the agate banding is calcite. And then this one piece of Kentucky agate, I really could have sworn that was going to be calcite because it's so yellow looking. But no, it must be quartz because it's still there. So this one is what it is and what it's going to be. And then this one, y'all see me do the short on. You know, you see right there, it doesn't hurt the polish. It was already polished, but it was full of calcite, both halves. And that looks, to me, that looks much better than having that calcite in there. Being able to see those bots in there, I like it. And these are just, that's a gorgeous agate pair. You know, my favorite colors, the maroon and gold. Yeah, it's a pretty one. And then you just haven't really seen this one with the big old chunk. This whole side right here was filled up with calcite. What's that? Huh. Hey, got a crystal out of it. Oh, that's cool. A little smoky quartz crystal came out of it. Huh. Okay, well, anyways, this side was completely filled up with calcite. So now all kinds of bots, and there was some calcite still coming over, encroaching into the quartz pocket. So I mean, it's almost kind of cool that one side's just nothing but bots and the other side is quartz. But I was kind of hoping there'd be more of the quartz like this on this side too, but no such. Let me see if I can get this thing to show a little bit better. Because there's some cool colors, and that thing goes back there. Let's see. Can you see? Oh, yeah, this is not easy. Yeah, I can't really. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Oh well. But it's cool. And look at this agate. Gorgeous agate. I keep bumping this thing. Look at the details in that. Might have to do me a short on that one. Okay, guys. So, yeah. That is the results of some acid on a couple things. And it's really no big deal. Let me get this turned around. Okay, so yeah. That, pretty cool. I don't know. It's not just get some big tongs and you put the stuff in there and then you can pour the acid in. This time around I used nothing but acid. Didn't dilute it. Some people swear you got to dilute it. I didn't have no problems with it whatsoever. And then you get some water and put baking soda in it and transfer from the acid over to the baking soda water, and it neutralizes the acid. So, and then when you're done, dispose of it. It's not that bad. Of course, take proper precautions. You know, you could have an accident and drop a rock in there when you're trying to pull it back out. Could splash. You know, make sure you use some goggles for some eye protection. If you get any splashage, if anything splashes on you, I can't say that. If anything splashes on you, just get some water from the baking soda and splash it on you, and go wash your
And don't do it in an enclosed space either. You can make sure you're
there's going to be a gas that emits when it's melting out that calcite, and who knows what else it might be melting out. So do it in a well ventilated area.
And don't stick it.
I'm sure there's much more detailed instructional videos on how to use the acid and silicate. So take my video as you will. If you're a kid, don't try this unless you have adult supervision. Yeah. If you're an adult like me, you probably still should have adult supervision. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Jay.
I'm B.
See y'all later. Bye.
Bye, guys.